I am going to be playing the Hot Tea Legacy Challenge by Ladice, I think is how you pronounce her name. I kind of already started because I was playing around with some of the mods and custom content that I had downloaded, and my playthrough is not going to be exact to the rules or anything because I don't have all of the game packs that are required to do it by the rules exactly. But I like the idea of kind of making my own storyline up as I go. So I'm gonna kind of go through some of the backstory for the sim for just one, just so you can kind of get an idea of where I'm at, and then we'll keep playing. But so this is our sim. This is Blair Franklin. She is an orphan. She doesn't know who her parents are. She grew up in the system, and when she aged out, she had no money, no job, so she ended up being a fast food worker, and she is still currently a fast food worker. She's a table cleaner. And so she ended up in this really rundown kind of shack in Oasis Springs, and she was kind of into this lifestyle of partying and drinking and just woohooing with random sims, which is exactly what she did, and she ended up getting pregnant. As you can see, we have our son, Jackson. So we actually ended up woohooing with Johnny Zest because we moved into the same kind of like trailer park that he lives in. So he lives in a trailer, we lived in like kind of a shack next to it, and there's some kind of like cheaper homes in that area. So she kind of just first available, they had a party, they did some drinking, they ended up woohooing without protection, and then she got pregnant, and she told him, and he was not happy, and she just couldn't see herself going through with an abortion, and because she grew up in the system, she definitely didn't want to put her child through that, so she ended up deciding that she was going to save every penny she earned from her little fast food job to move out and make a better life for her and her child. So in the process of all of that, she met this lady here, Martha Conrad, who is the owner of the local laundromat. So one day she gets off of work and she has to do her laundry, so she heads to the local laundromat. Martha introduces herself, she just opened the business. She starts talking with Blair, and she's like, "Hey, are you single?" And Blair's like, "I am, but I'm very obviously pregnant. Like, she's popping out at this point." And Martha's kind of like, "Oh, you're pregnant? You didn't tell me." But Blair's like, "Obviously, you can clearly see." So anyway, Martha has two sons, and her oldest son is an adult, and he's getting on in age, and she is like, "Oh, instant family, I can set him up with Blair," and her child, who doesn't have an active father in his life, and they can just be one big happy instant family. So that's where we're at right now, and Martha actually agreed to rent the place that we're in right now to Blair, and she gave her some money to kind of furnish it because she didn't have any. So these are like some little townhomes that are new constructions, and Martha's a businesswoman, she owns a laundromat. She decided to purchase these new constructions, and she's like, they're empty, I haven't done anything with them yet, you can move in and I'll give you some money to furnish. The only thing that I require is that you come and visit me from time to time, which is kind of her way of trying to set them up because she wants Blair and her son to get together. So right now we have just moved in to our little townhome, and it is barely furnished. You can see it's got some really nice wallpaper, but we have barely any furniture. We've got a mattress on the floor, we've got a little dresser and a nightstand, very basic furnishings. We've got like a cheap TV, just a little basic kitchen. Like these are like the lowest appliances you can get, that they're not the like broken ones or like the rundown ones, but they're like the next one up. And we just celebrated Thanksgiving with the only two people that we know, which is Sarah. We met her. We literally just went out to coffee, and she was the person who was serving us, and we didn't have any friends, so we just ended up chatting with her about like our situation, and so now we're friends with her. So we're pretty close with her. So we invited her over, and then Mackenzie is, as you can see, a doctor, and she is actually the person who delivered our baby. But when we invited her over for Thanksgiving, we didn't have much money to make anything special, but we were still trying to like act the part and be the host. And so we were like bragging about our child to the person who delivered him, and was like, oh my gosh, my child is the best, like he's so happy and healthy. And Mackenzie didn't like that we were like pretending to be somebody who she felt like we weren't, so our relationship definitely went down. We're acquaintances. We're not like on bad terms, but I don't think we'll be hanging out with her anytime soon. So yeah, and that's kind of where we're at in the story. Today, I kind of want to get her some new clothes. So I deleted all of the money that was left over from the loan that Martha gave us, but I do want to like give you guys a closer look at Claire, and maybe redo some of her outfits now that she's in like a better place in life, and kind of show you her old ones and what we're kind of aiming for the new ones. And if you'll recall from the Legacy Challenge, the first generation is going to be a baker. So my thought process is that we eventually turn this into a kind of half and half. Like this will be the bakery part down here, and then the other side obviously is our house, and then we've got some room back here. So one of the suggestions is that you can use the simple living lot trait, so I was thinking maybe we become more of like a kind of farm style, like farm to table bakery, and we have like our own chickens and a cow, and we like grow some of the like fruit and things that we use for the baked goods. But that's a long time coming from now, obviously, because we have a total of 14 simoleons to our name. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into create a sim and kind of show Blair off a little bit, and then we'll switch up some of her outfits. Okay. So she's currently in her cold weather outfit, which is probably one of the more modest of her current outfits. So the basically most of everything on her except for her clothes is custom content. So her hair is by Twisted Cat. It's the Alicia hair. And then she has, you'll notice she has heterochromia, and that is a skin detail overlay, I believe by Twisted Cat also. Yes, and then she has the Butterskin overlay by Twisted Cat as well. Obviously, I like Twisted Cat CC. Still kind of new to CC, which is why I don't have a whole lot of like custom content clothes and things. But I'm definitely always looking, so let me know if you have any suggestions. But anyway, this is her cold weather outfit. It's kind of just like a sweater with a little, like, definitely not cold weather appropriate top underneath. And then she kind of threw on some yoga pants and some basic boots. So that's kind of like the theme for her outfits is I just realized I did not give her her nose ring in her other outfits. I'll have to fix that. But she has very basic fashion style right now because obviously she didn't have a lot of money. And she is a bit of a slob and still has the slob and party animal traits, but she is good. And I think that my concept of her is more like she's just kind of like a good person who was put in the wrong situation. So hopefully over time I can kind of get the pop-ups to change those traits. And we can kind of go from being a slob to maybe neat, and from a party animal to something else. But I do want to keep her good trait. So her everyday wear right now is just basically pajamas, and then her formal wear is like one of her party looks. Like, she's not going anywhere that's classy. This is like I'm going to a high-end club and I need to look the part. Because again, she was into that kind of party lifestyle that she's trying to get away from. This is her athletic wear, obviously just like basic clothes that she already had. Sleepwear, again, we were kind of into the whole woohoo with random people scene, so we just stuck with the lingerie because we were trying to attract a certain type of person. And then for our party wear, we have kind of, like short skirt, crop top. I'm gonna have her shave her leg hair because she definitely would not be putting up with that. Heels, like heavy makeup, like we are going to the club, we are going out, we're picking someone up, we are getting sloshed, like that was her lifestyle. And then swimwear is pretty basic, it's just a pink bikini. And then again, hot weather wear, we're showing off our assets, making sure people notice us. That's kind of the idea for all of these outfits. So I'm actually just going to change them and get her some more like I would say like presentable clothes. So the idea is that like Martha would probably take her shopping and be like, just pick out what you now want to look like. So let's go through and kind of see what we have. She definitely wouldn't be wearing anything too fancy. Maybe like a basic tee. Like that's cute, but still basic. So I like that. And then maybe some jeans. Like we're just trying to get the basics. Like just like our apartment has just the basics. We just want the basics for clothing. I'm not sure I like those. Some mom jeans. We are a mother. The rhinestones, because she still kind of likes the eccentric style, but that's like eccentric but casual. So we could go with those. Or we could go with some acid wash ones. Those are cute. They have basic ones. Oh, the pink ones are cute. Yeah, let's maybe do those. And then maybe some basic like sneakers. These. I don't like those. These in pink. Or white. I don't know, I feel like those make her feet look bigger than they actually are. For the Coach ones. Yeah, we could go with those. Martha's treating us a little bit. The cherry socks are so cute. But they definitely don't go with what she's wearing. We'll just go with some basic white socks. I'm not gonna do her nails or anything because I don't feel like she would have the money for that. But I will keep her like basic makeup and her jewelry. And then let's fix her formal wear. I feel like the makeup's okay. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's just with the outfit that it kind of looks a little crazy. Let's put her nose ring back on. Oh, that's why, because it's not tagged. Under formal wear, which side is it on? The left side, okay. And it automatically re-put the tags on, okay. Left side. Okay, let's find like a nice dress. That's like to prom. Yeah, maybe that, because like it's just a nice like basic black dress and it's a lot more classy. And we can just do some. I just got these for free because they were on like a free ad from the makers thing, from the, what is it, Makers Marketplace. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I will take the free stuff. Like, I am not complaining. I don't know if these really go with the vibe of this outfit though. Let's see. Maybe just these like plain black heels. I think that's good. Okay, I'm gonna keep her athletic wear because I don't feel like we'll be seeing much of it anyways. And then sleepwear, let's go with something a bit more comfy. Maybe we can go with what we had for our everyday wear, because that's kind of something we already had, so just kind of repurpose it. I do need to add her nose ring to all of the outfits though, because I don't feel like that's something she would be taking out. Okay, they don't have it marked under any of the other categories, which is kind of annoying. Okay, party wear. Definitely gonna redo the makeup, so let's take all of that off and the earrings as well. So let's see. Maybe we should do another dress. I'm gonna take the bracelets. The bracelets were meant to look like wristbands for like when you like have to have the wristband to get into like different clubs and concerts and things. But I don't think we'll be doing much of that anymore. These are a little too formal. I'm trying to think of like what she would wear to a party. That one's not so bad. It's like just a basic dress. We can do that. And then maybe we'll do same heels, because obviously we are repurposing things. I do want to give her some makeup, but I'll give her her lashes back first. And then maybe we'll just do some like cheek contour and a basic like gloss, so she has on like her everyday outfit. Maybe this. Yeah, I think it's that. And then we'll do her like little gold hoops that she's wearing with some of her other outfits as well. Okay, swimwear can stay the same. I don't see anything wrong with it. Hot weather wear, let's change it to something a bit more basic. Maybe like a tank top. Oh, this one's cute too. Maybe in a different color. Maybe the gray. I kind of like the gray. And let's do some shorts. Okay. I feel like jean shorts or what would go best with this. Maybe those are a little too short. Okay, I think we're just gonna go with these. And then the sandals are fine. I'm just gonna change the color. And we will move on to cold weather wear, and we definitely need something a bit warmer. So what about this? Yeah, I think that's cute. And then maybe we'll just change the boots to black to match like the turtleneck she has on underneath. Okay, so there is Blair. So you guys have kind of seen her more up close now, and we've changed some of her outfits to better match where she is in life right now. Currently moving up in the world a little bit, taking a little bit more responsibility on. So I'm definitely gonna have her first. Oh, we don't have a trash can. That's a problem. Okay. Let's get a cheap one if we can. We don't even have enough for a cheap one. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give us a little bit of money back. And we will add it to the amount that we owe Martha, and hopefully that doesn't upset anyone too much. Speaking of which, we probably should go visit Martha tomorrow to start our first payment of sorts with her. So our little Jackson is asleep right now, and we are going to do some cleaning up. I'm probably going to have her shave, and then we will head to sleep as well and go visit Martha in the morning. Okay. So she's a little bit of fun, but we can work on that tomorrow. I'm gonna have her go use the restroom and shave her leg hair, and then we will head to sleep. Oh, Jackson is awake. Okay. He's still upset. Why is he still upset? We try feeding him. And then throw that away and go back to sleep. Yeah, so this is actually one of the mini challenges I'm working on right now. Oh, it's Jackson's birthday. So if you guys want to see some of my progress in my other ones, then you can let me know. But I am like further. Oh, we have work today. I am like further along in those than I am in this one. So it may be kind of confusing to catch up in, and I may be willing to restart on some of them, but definitely not my Ultimate Decades challenge. If you haven't heard of that one, it's like from medieval times to current. You play through like generations of the decades, and then eventually you get to like present time. But you're only allowed to like do things from the time that you're in. So I want to actually, before you go to work, invite Martha over, because I'm gonna have Martha like care for Jackson while she's at work too, because I feel like that's something she would do, and I think it adds to the story. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't know how interesting it would be to like start in the middle of a challenge, so let me know. But Martha should be here soon so we can go to work because we are late. Hopefully she will be here soon. Oh, there she is. Okay. So I'm going to add her to our household, and then I'm going to send you to work. And then Martha can come and look over Jackson while you're gone. Okay, so she's off to work. So I'm just gonna speed through. Oh, okay. So Jonathan is the older son I was telling you about that she is trying to set us up with. So let's see. Okay, he's just asking about formative moments, but you can kind of see his little profile here. And I will go into her relationships and introduce you guys to her sons. So Jonathan. Here he is. He's not the greatest looking. He's unemployed. He has some pretty, I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not ideal traits. He's childish, a foodie, and a bro. He likes pessimistic Sims. That's interesting. But yeah, he is an adult and he is starting to get to the point in life where he hasn't accomplished anything and his mother is worried. And the number one thing she's thinking about is finding him a wife. And so she wants him to be happy and have someone to love. But I think both him and Blair will start to resent the kind of idea of being matched up by his mom. So just stay tuned and we'll see where that goes. And then this is her other son. He's a bit younger, and his name is Jack, and he is definitely a little more fine than his brother, in my opinion. But he is good. He has the new Heart on Your Sleeve trait, which came with the Bridgerton login event. But these Sims are driven by strong emotions whose honesty reveal internal conflicts. They quickly form bonds with loyal and similar Sims, but develop negative relationships faster with mean or evil Sims. So essentially, he forms attachments quickly, and anytime someone is mean or evil, it deeply affects him, and he does not like it. And that will come into play later. But he is also family oriented, so he definitely wants a family of his own. But Martha's kind of like, you have time, you're a bit younger, you're doing really well with your life. He works at the laundromat as kind of like the handyman. It says he's unemployed, but obviously it's a family business, so he's sort of family / self-employed. But they are pretty close. Martha and Jack are pretty close, and Jonathan's more estranged from both of them. So we'll kind of keep tabs on Martha and her sons as we go along, and they'll definitely become part of our story. But right now, we're kind of just getting to know everybody, and we're kind of new, so we're just figuring it out. So we are waiting for Blair to get back from work, and hopefully have made some money, but her job does not pay much. Again, she works in fast food. But hopefully one day we'll have enough money to open a business of our own, which I think she'll take a lot of inspiration from Martha as well, because she sees Martha as this big successful businesswoman, and wants to be more like that. Why are you angry? Okay, we're at home and we brought home a whole 61 simoleons. So that is lovely. I am going to remove her from our household and we will come and talk with her a little bit. Discuss interest. Maybe have a deep conversation and worry about baby development. I feel like she definitely would confide in Martha about the baby and like she's a first-time parent. She's never done this before, and she doesn't have parents of her own to kind of guide her. So Martha's kind of the closest thing she has, and I think that she would definitely ask her for advice about how to deal with the baby. Oh, and I just remembered it did say it was Jackson's birthday, so we should check up. But he is sleeping, so maybe we'll go take care of our needs first. So I'm gonna have her get some leftovers. Ooh, great with kids. Looks like Blair just befriended a family-motivated sim. Family-motivated sims tend to put family first and often enjoy spending time with children. In terms of sim preferences, would you say that Blair likes family-motivated sims? I would say now she definitely does. But I will say that Martha is loyal to her family, and Blair is not part of that family. So, Blair probably thinks of Martha as kind of like her makeshift mom, and Martha definitely, she likes Blair, but she's helping her because of the interest she has in her own family, not because she specifically wants to help Blair. So she came down to talk to us a bit. I am gonna have her watch some TV. Also, I don't know if they've added more TV channels to The Sims, but when I was playing this, it was Halloween, and I found the Scare Max channel, and I've never seen that before, because I almost always just click the watch TV button and don't pay any attention to it, but I think I might start clicking what they watch, because there's some, like, really interesting, options on here, but I think that I'm gonna have her watch classics. But like that was so interesting to me. I've never seen the Scare Max channel before. I've never seen this one before either, but that's so cool. Oh, she's talking. Jackson is crying. She's gonna go take care of him, but I need you to come up here too. We're gonna age him up.
New boofloos? Zalgala.
Oh, I think Martha was showing us her tattoo because she has when I made her, she had like automatically generated a like full sleeve arm tattoo, and I just thought it was really funny that like this elderly like businesswoman would have like a full sleeve of tattoos, so I just left it. But obviously that's probably not a really uncommon thing. I just never think about it in The Sims. Okay, so we're gonna randomize Jackson's trait. He is cautious. These Sims appreciate the familiar but are slow to warm up to new experiences, locations, and Sims. Okay.
Bimka say so.
Alright. Yes, so cute. He definitely has Johnny's hair. So I think he would Johnny, which is interesting because Johnny is not gonna have anything to do with him or Blair at all. He has already said, nope, I am out. But I did, with one of my mods, there's child support, and I did turn it on. So I don't know. I'm not real sure exactly how that works, but hopefully we'll start receiving child support payments soon, which will be really helpful because I think it's like 300 simoleons a week, which is like crazy. Oh, he looks just like Johnny. Look at them ears. He is cute though. I don't know. Do I want to keep his little hairstyle? I feel like he needs more hair for those little ears because they're sticking out so far. Okay. yeah, so like my ultimate decades challenge, I'm still in the medieval era, so I have just custom content for that challenge. But I'm trying to get more like just basics. But right now, I just pretty much play with like the packs that I do have really good options. So I do like a lot of them, but you know, it gets boring after a while, so I feel like sometimes you just need some new stuff to switch it up. I'm gonna give you no shoes, because I feel like just wearing a onesie around the house is like normal. And he can't walk anyway, so what's he need shoes for? It's just for decoration. I'll give him a little tuxedo. So cute. Okay. Oh, I love him. I love babies. Give him some jammies. Some little elephant jammies. Those are so cute. Party wear. Oh, he's got them shades going on. Okay. Let's see. He could be a duck. That's so cute. Or a raccoon. He could be a pink raccoon. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, those are cute. I like those. What shoes are you wearing? Just white sneakers? That's fine. Okay, hot weather. This is like the perfect hot weather outfit. No, I don't want the rain cloud. Okay, we'll just keep that one and do the bright yellow sandals. And then I always do this outfit for the cold weather on infants because I think it is so stinking cute. Let's do orange. I just feel like the like bright poppy colors suit him. Probably because I'm thinking of Johnny Zest. Well, I guess it's not Johnny Zest, more the land grabs, but he's associated. But they're like bright orange cheese hair. No shade. I just that hair color is like the worst option available in The Sims. We are back. He is cute as can be, and now the issue being we don't have any money to buy anything for this child. So I just sold his bassinet, which gave us 225 simoleons. So let's check. Okay, so we do have enough for a crib, but I know that infants can also sleep on those little play mats. They can really just sleep on the floor. We're like 5 simoleons short being able to get both. So he can do more on this, so I really feel like this is a better investment because we can get the crib when we get a little bit more money, and this will serve as both a place to sleep and a toy. Because right now he has neither. So yeah, we are 5 simoleons short on that. Well, what if we bought this? Yeah, that's worth 165. We're definitely selling that. So let's get him a little crib. Or do they have like a green one to match the not I think yeah, we'll just go with that one. And then we could also get a high chair, but like he's not gonna be able to use that for a really long time, so I don't think that's worth it. Do we need anything else right now? We could upgrade our bed. I don't know how much we'll be able to upgrade our bed, but we can find out. Oh, we can't even afford that one, so never mind. We'll just put that back. It is kind of floating because it's supposed to have a frame, but I don't remember what category that's in, so maybe we'll find out. Oh yeah, and I got these from the free marketplace thing too, so I think it's just these 2 couches, but I'll take it. Yeah, maker yeah, it's just those 2 couches. Okay, content, custom content. Yeah, this is the little frame it's supposed to have, so maybe we'll get one of those. But it's literally just like a box spring. So we will go with that. And these, sorry, like the rundown pack I used for, maybe I'll show it to you one day, but for her shed, that she was living in with like all of the chipped and rundown kind of furniture and flooring and all of that. The pack I used for that, or not the pack, the custom content, I guess custom content pack I used for that was by Sibulette. So I really like that stuff. Like it's great for storytelling. Um, so I highly recommend that. But let's get back into the game real fast, and we can start doing some. Oh, why are you crying? Oh, you're going to sleep? Okay, well, I was gonna do some tummy time with him, but he said no. I am taking a nap. So, why don't you come down here and you can watch sitcoms? Who are you? Your outfit's not the best, but you're pretty attractive. Martin Shoemaker and Victor Feng. Yeah, I feel like this will be a really good spot for a bakery because, like, a lot of people walk by here. Also, this is still in Oasis Springs. I don't know if I said that. But it's like the green, grassy part of Oasis Springs, and like there's like this little park over here. Like, it is definitely a much nicer area than where we were living. Um, so I feel like we'll definitely be much happier here, and they'll definitely be good for business when the time comes. Um, but I am at like 42, almost 43 minutes. So I feel like I did do a lot of just talking this episode, but oh my god, Johnny wants to come over. No, we're ignoring him. I feel like he just wants a booty call, and because he very definitively like said no, I am not having anything to do with that child. So I think we're definitely gonna just ignore him. But anyways, I think next time we're gonna go over to Martha's house and finally meet her son, maybe both of them, that she's been trying to set us up with, and we'll kind of see where that goes. And maybe we will look for a better job or try and make some stuff and sell it, maybe on the street. So maybe we can get like one of those selling tables and put it out front. But I think I'm gonna end this here. Hopefully it was not super boring and the backstory kind of gave some more interesting tone to the episode, because I feel like we didn't do anything. She just went to work. Jackson did age up. But kind of just an introduction, so next time hopefully it'll be a lot more interesting. But thank you so much if you're watching, and I will see you later.